Okay, good morning everyone. Again, this is yet another Devstream for this month's patch.
No sound, muted, is kin. Okay.
Yes. Well,
muted again.
Yeah. It's all fixed now.
Okay.
Anyway, let's start over. This is your community developer. Where's our animation?
Seriously.
This is your community developer, Sam, and I'm here today with our lead designer, Keen. And also one of our community favorites, our character artist, Phew. And as you can see, we are all Christmas themed for today. Christmas lumberjack theme except for Keen.
Yeah, I have the shirt, but you didn't ask me to bring it.
I just asked to wear red. But anyway, let's start off with what we are going to talk about today. Okay, so first off, we have, for the patch, we have the new show director powers, spectator interaction updates, the new tile, and of course, the new skins. For today as well, just like what we did the last month's stream, we have a special raffle for all of our viewers. So, let's get on with that.
Sorry. It's all good.
Okay, so
yeah.
When you see the hibernation slipper anytime during the stream, so it will appear like randomly everywhere. So you need to retweet it, take a screenshot and tweet it, and tag Darwin Project with the hashtag. What was our hashtag, technical guy?
It's Darwin Devstream.
It's hashtag Darwin Devstream. Yes. So remember, we will pick 5. We will draw 5 winners, and they will get the hibernating slipper as a little gift for supporting the stream. Okay, so are we ready?
Yep, let's go.
Okay, so Keen, let's start talking about the new show director powers.
Yeah, so
No.
okay, well let's
Yeah, we have Scav Martin working at the back right over here. So if things don't work well, you either give him some love or give him an email. Hey, Potter Size!
Potter!
let's go.
Let's go!
Well, we're trying. Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so Keen.
So we have 2 new show director powers for show director to put in their decks. The first of which is Give Ladder. I mean, Christmas is a season for giving. It's natural that we want to launch this at this time. We also had the community inspired catchphrase, "It's the ladder that makes it better."
It's the wood that makes good, but it's the leather that makes it better.
Oh yeah. So it is cool that we have that now, and use it often to give your favorite image. It's also available as a spectator vote. So if the show director put it up for vote, the spectator can use it to give it to vote for the image to receive it. Anything you'd like to say about it?
The letter makes it better.
Well, we've gotten a lot of feedback when we first released the Give Wood show director power. Of course, people asked for Give Leather as well, but because we had to look into some balancing gameplay design, we weren't able to. It was tough to make the decision basically to have it available right away, but
yeah, leather is a more scarce resource.
Yeah.
Once you receive it, you could use it to immediately craft another level of your speed boots, which give a significant advantage.
Hooks.
Hooks too. Yeah. Though interestingly, there's more rhymes coming up. Like I saw on Reddit, Philippe's post, "Is the chest that makes it best."
Oh.
Wow. Okay. Of course they found something.
I'm so amazed by how creative and low-key creative our community gets. It's so amazing.
So what rhymes with electronics actually?
No!
This is your new challenge, guys.
Okay.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, so try it out, give leather. How about the next one?
Okay, so open zone is another of the power that is intuitive for us to do. Right now is for the public matches is set to be a legendary power, meaning it costs 5 and you only have one of it in your deck, so you can use it to extend the match to infinity. Also, certain exploits we found during the playtest were also patched in for the final build. So for instance, you can't open the zone to try to get the players to be trapped between two tiles that are spread too far apart. So besides that, what else to say about this? I think the most cool thing you could do with it is actually in the private match, because over there, if you go for the show director unleash mode, there is no restriction on how many times you can use this power. So I foresee that some inmates creatively could host private match to let the players get into like fight clubs. So you
or even like force people to go around the map infinitely until they die and stuff like this. So in tournaments and in like private matches, it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, that merry-go-round could be interesting. Fight club could be interesting. Like if you want to maybe go play in the new zone, you can keep it up forever and you can organize some sort of a tournament for people to fight and wait for their turn to fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Previously, without this tool, you couldn't, because the zone will eventually close, but now you could.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, Keen. The next thing we'll be talking about is the spectator interaction improvement. So as you all know, we put a lot of effort into making sure our spectator interactions are work really well, because we know Darwin Project is supposed to be a game that puts the experience of streamers, players, and viewers all together. So you can expect that spectator interactions will keep improving in the long run. But for now, first we have events for streamers. So basically events, spectator events, allow streamers to put all of their viewers in level playing field. So everyone will start, when an event is activated, everyone starts with $1,000. All of the viewers, I mean. No matter which streamer they watch, if they're in the same match, the same event, they all start with $1,000. So they can use the $1,000 to bet, grow their Darwin dollar pool, buy spectator powers, and streamers can activate the events in our official spectator experience Twitch extension. So it's you can check it out and give us feedback afterwards. And also, don't be alarmed, like we said in the patch notes, we are resetting all of the spectator bets and the Darwin dollars. Well, because a lot of people had like over 100 million Darwin dollars already recently, and it took us quite some time. For this patch, it's all been fixed. So we actually also put a cap on viewers' bets. So for private matches, viewers can have a bet for a maximum of 5,000 Darwin dollars. And then on public matches, viewers can bet for a maximum of $100,000 Darwin dollars. Let's make sure we put the Darwin there.
We mentioned that we would, because I see in the chat people complaining about the resets, but like it was mentioned when we released this feature that it will be reset.
Yes, this is a work in progress feature, guys, and
did you mention the multiplier too?
Yeah, okay. You go ahead.
We changed the multiplier, so Potter, you can no more abuse it. But no more 12,000 multiplier.
Exactly. So again, this is a work in progress feature, so we might have to make a few changes, but for now, go ahead, enjoy it, and give us feedback regarding it. And last but not the least, viewers can also now buy with Darwin dollars, only with Darwin dollars, electronic show director powers. So you can actually, when you buy an electronic spectator power, you can actually choose to activate it and have it dropped off in the match. So yeah, that's it. Let us know what your feedback is. We'll be releasing the survey.
Has anyone tried using the powers yet in the chat or something? Anyway, show that the power wise, once you get to experience it, let us know how are you using it, whether it's interesting for you or whether is it fun to use it as a viewer. That will be very useful intel.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Moving on ahead, we're moving really fast.
Are we on full blast?
Yeah, someone asking, is that little bear the thing we need to screenshot? The answer is yes.
Yes.
The little bear.
Have it appeared yet?
Yes.
Okay, I missed.
Hey Salmon. Okay, let's check the chat a bit. Dikecater. Oh, when is the release of this game? We don't have much details. Yeah. Maybe tomorrow. Okay, we need to fix a few things, so maybe we can release it tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll have an official announcement.
Yeah, so just stay tuned to our official announcements. We don't have much details to share about it. When we're ready and when the features are not works in progress anymore, then we'll let you know. Yes, hi Inum420. Yes, the the hibernating bear will also be in the shop.
It's just that now it's like a chance for you to get it.
Yes, exactly. Hey Renderas, you're always supporting our streams. Thank you very much. Okay, it's going too fast. It's a shame that I don't have Twitter to send the bear to enter.
Make one.
Twitter is
it's free.
Twitter is where you find all the cool games and game developers.
Yeah, we're all on there.
Hey Sean, how are you? Hi friend.
Twitter, it's free. It's free real estate.
It's free and you don't know who is the creator, the CEO, so you don't know who are you giving your intel to.
Okay.
Okay, so should we move on ahead with the favorite? I'm pretty sure this is whenever we release this feature, content, everyone gets excited. And I'm pretty sure like we got a lot of excitement over this one. So, are you ready?
Ta-da!
Oh yeah.
So are they seeing?
Do you have the music on the background? Okay. Oh look!
Oh yeah, I need to get my orientation.
Also, did you notice that our Devstream is a lot better now?
Dude, we're chipmunk devs.
Okay, go on ahead. Keen?
So this is the brand new content that we are releasing. Is the new tile. It's called Borlo Deer Workshop. The Deer Workshop part, I think Mr. Fur will expand on it a lot more.
Yeah.
But let me see. So the primary inspiration is that we wanted to bring back the lava that was in the old map before the tile mapping system. And that tile itself, if we bring it back as it is a bit boring, to be honest, because it's just the same old. So we actually expand the area drastically and we think about what inspiration can we do or what kind of biome have we not done before in Darwin. And this is what we come up with, is the volcano. It has it's fully inspired by the lava and it's very dangerous to run around in. Personally, initially during the conception, I wasn't that fond of creating lava areas because it's quite difficult to do. There is a danger of new players being new to the game and getting killed by it or stuff like that. So a lot of effort has been made to make sure that the lava is readable and fun, and providing plenty of gameplay opportunities for the players to feel endangered or to ambush someone to knock them into the lava. So that's the primary goal of designing all these lava areas. So for instance, there has been chests that are placed on bridge. So if you are looting the chest on the bridge, someone could possibly shoot you down. There's also to counteract that, there's also plenty of areas that you can go to check out the map to see if there's anyone near you. If there's someone near you, then you probably have to think twice about going to these dangerous areas, otherwise there's a chance of getting knocked off by it. So yeah, basically we play the game a lot to make sure the lava is readable, like even Felix, Mr. Fur played a lot, and he pointed out a few areas where if you were to run out, you might not notice there's lava, you will drop down. So we patched all those areas with fences to safeguard and protect the players. Yeah.
Justice, this tile is for you.
Yeah, and this roller coaster is also something that came out middle during the conception, because once the artists start creating all those kind of transport area for the workshop, it became interesting for us to build a roller coaster like landscape so that it's fun, and it's also a good way to guide the player on which direction to go. And this is the part that was the old lava tile. We kept it mostly intact so that players could recognize it. I mean, OG players can recognize it. But at the same time, looking at the backdrop, it's now drastically different. There's a volcano, there's factories, parts in the backdrop that gave more stories to this tile as to where the lava are coming from. Yeah.
Yeah, and like there's this whole story behind the tile that, you know, if you just play in it and spend the time, you'll see how the workshop used the lava and stuff. And how there's different zones that you can explore, which is something that we're trying to do more and more, is have maps. It's have new tiles that have different areas. So for example, the Halloween tiles had like this field in the city, and like the river and the graveyard. So this one, it has like this burned spot, and there's like a cave, there's the island, the factory. So there's all these landmarks to help you move around and stuff.
Oh, are we going to the factory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, as you can see, this is a factory that makes deer. So the deers are made out of the chair, and the chair are made out of the deer. So it's a self-sustained factory working from a volcano. I suggest you like the Halloween tile. I suggest you look everywhere and run around and like see a bit of how we are trying to tell a story through this.
Yeah, originally it's also kind of, pointed out that it was funny that running in this tile was kind of scary, right?
Yeah, we did get a lot of feedback.
Which is funny because we do make this tile more the tile that is launched during the Christmas season to be more scary.
Yeah.
While the tile we launched in Halloween was warm and inviting.
This is Darwin for you.
Yeah, but originally also it's fine for me to share also the inspiration. Like originally the idea is that there's an evil mastermind. The Christmas Grinch is setting up this evil looking villain nest in the middle of the lava volcano to look like it is which is part of the inspiration. Whereas the rest of the tile during these seasons is lit up with nice Christmas lights.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there's like all the Christmas trees have Christmas lights.
Can you tell us a bit more about the artistic process involved in the tile? Like we have the lava, which we had to.
There was all the lava in the game, I think, was revamped totally by our new VFX artist Stephen.
So Stephen's our new VFX artist. If you see him in game, on Discord,
he's
say
on
hi.
Twitter too. So he's remade all the lava, so you can see now there's splashes and there's like little droops, and it's way more detailed, way more accurate, interesting than before. The idea was that, you know, each tile we try to have something different, and we didn't have really a scary tile. So this is why I like all the metal part and stuff. And the first time I played it, I was very spooked. I was like, this is the most stressful. This is the most stressful tile. After a while, you get used to it. But the idea was to have like all these contrasts of like the little village in the bottom that, like Keen said, is something that we brought back from the old tile. Then you have like this burned tree and area, and then the factory on top, and then the lava pit behind. So there's all these layers of like story and detail that are different from each other. And it was one of our most iterative tile. that we have a lot of back and forth trying to balance and fix and.
Yeah, the shape of the level is actually quite fun to design because there's different layers, as you can see, from the bottom level and then the factory and the lava hot spring or the pit, and behind that actually is a mountain, but since we don't want to go that high, within the mountain is a cave. So that's where also you can explore the cave that are made of new black rock texture that is kind of good looking.
And and it was a big challenge to make this tile well optimized too, because it's a very heavy tile, but somehow our tech guy made it possible. So thanks, guys. It was a mess, but now it's good. And I think you guys would like it. The people who tried it, I think they liked it, so I like it.
Okay, so let us know what you think on so you going to that topic of the tile being very heavy. We did encounter a few issues, especially on console, and we had to optimize it a bit more. And for our Xbox inmates to experience it, we needed to remove some of the other heavy tiles so players can play the new tile. But then we'll be looking for a fix for that for the next patch, and we'll keep you guys updated. But so far, please do enjoy the new tile and let us know what you think. Okay, let's look at chat a bit. Renderos, what about the sudden drop in frames and optimization problems? Yes, we are always trying to improve optimization. Every time we patch, we have new content, and a huge chunk of that is fixing bugs and improving optimization, especially in terms of frame rates and their overall experience. So you can check out the full patch notes for the fixes regarding those, but every time we do try to add as much as we can.
Yeah, and we know some people have low-end hardware, and people on Xbox, they really want that 30, 60 FPS stuff, so we keep trying to push this, and as usual, it's early access, so it's a work in progress.
Yeah, that being said, there's also a bunch of optimization updates in this patch, like the smoke effect, the fog.
There was a lot of optimization this patch on VFX, and I know they optimized, especially on PC, the old tiles. There was some optimization on it. There was a bunch of stuff that got optimized all around, but especially the VFX, I think. Yeah.
So do check out the full patch notes. It's already posted on our website. Links are everywhere. Okay. What is going to happen to Teleax? So, like we mentioned during the last one, we had to remove Teleax to improve overall gameplay. When does the stream end? After we talk about everything. So should we move on to our next topic?
Yeah.
We have this is your expertise.
Yeah. Talk about skins.
Let's talk about skins.
Questions, right?
Yes, exactly. New skins. I love how our skins are
I'm prepared to do the animation.
Alright, go.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Sunny Terai, he worked very hard on making these skins happen. So at the moment he's in vacation, so that's why he's not here. But he made these mountain climber skin that you guys can all enjoy. So there's different themes to them. So there's a classic mountain climber, there's the retro snowboard style thingy, and there's the soldier camo mountain climbers that you guys can get in the shop and fan gifts.
Someone said, looks like Michelin Man.
It looks like Michelin Man, yeah.
Michelin Man. Do we have a white one?
No, there's no white skin. And there's a bunch of holiday skins too. If you want to preview, you can look at the patch notes. We have Christmas hats, a bunch of ugly sweaters, ugly sweater cloaks.
Oh, I love those sweaters.
Yeah, there's the bear slipper, the bear armor, and the pajama, and the Christmas bugs and snowman hats. And so there's a bunch of the over 60 items. So I suggest you guys go see the patch notes if you want to see all of those. And yeah, we're trying to put together all these things with the Christmas lights. help bring the holiday spirit to the game.
These skins are inaccurate in Australia due to it being summer here.
Well,
Oh, that's true.
the game takes place in Canada. So.
That's true. Okay, so do check out the skins. We hope you love. I love the sweaters.
Personally, I'm looking forward to the Yeti claw.
Yeah, this one is nice too.
Yeah, they're all.
I just wanna wear the balloon hat.
Oh,
The balloon hat.
Kuro Sensei.
It's just the best. I will write this hat. Okay.
All
yeah.
right.
Question time, I guess.
So now we're pretty early.
Awesome.
Okay.
We will answer infinite questions.
How do we know if the patch is done then?
We'll never know.
We announce it on Twitter, and our tech guy will let us know. Okay.
Oh yeah, I know someone asked. Sorry, I'll start. If we will bring back naked beach party skins, and the answer is no. That's it.
Short and sweet. Also, just a reminder, when you do see, we have a raffle going on during the stream. When you see the hibernating bear around, take a screenshot and tag us on Twitter with the hashtag Devstream, and you might get a chance to win the hibernating slipper.
Yeah. So
Okay, let's we didn't have an AMA for this, so we will be answering questions straight from the chat.
That's it. Will there be a full snowman outfit?
Okay,
No.
I think I will explain the X. Because right before this, I actually asked David on the specific implementation.
And a lot of people ask. There was a lot of spam about the fixed axe, so let's talk about it, I guess.
Yeah, so just to, it'll be a little more technical, but just to let you know what exactly is the change that we are trying this patch, and after that, obviously, we accept feedback on how to fix it. Is that in the patch notes, it was mentioned that the axe swing is most tightly tied to the player's latency. So what it means by that is that in the past, before the patch, we impose a latency on the axe swing. So when you swing the axe, it actually take place 150 milliseconds later, or whatever time it is, so that there's time for it to be passed on to the receiver, which they will receive it as if as a form of lag compensation. So this bit is now reworked to be more similar to the arrows, where instead of having the axe be forcefully delayed, when you swing the axe, if you have no latency, you will see that it behaves as if there's no latency. But if you are lagging, now there is no there's less of this padding. So basically, when you swing the axe, you will see yourself swing the axe later if you are lagging. So say for example, if you are on 150 ms the latency, if you swing the axe, in the past you'll be like the previous behavior, but if you're not lagging, you will not feel the lag at all. So it's more responsive, and you will feel that you are actually more accurate to the person swinging the axe.
Okay, thanks, Keen.
Did I explain it correctly?
Yeah, basically it's gonna make like people with higher ping, because before we just compensated more the lag.
Yeah.
And then it's a bit more punishing for people with higher ping. But
no, before we were compensating the lag, so it's less punishing for the higher ping. So now that we reduce this compensation, is actually more punishing for the high latency player. But that being said, it also make it more intuitive. So it should reduce the situation you see when you are swinging the axe and you realize that how come it looks like you are swinging but the player is not hit. So this bit should be less obvious now.
Alright, I don't know what you wanted to do over there.
I wanted to scroll and look at questions.
Okay. They say you need to talk louder when you do talk.
No.
Will there be plans to make any battle pass? What was the question? Okay, you scroll down.
Well.
What? Okay, hold on. What is the point of Ice Bolt Electronic now that you cannot even hook frozen enemies?
I think the whole point of Ice Bolt was to stop people from running away.
Yeah.
So it's a way for you to get closer to your enemy and stop people from flying away and teleporting and running and whatever.
So you can either choose one of them.
You can still time yourself. I mean, I've seen people wait for the ice to finish to grab people. So I mean, it's a bit tricky because the Ice Bolt doesn't have a fixed cooldown. I think it's a random cooldown.
Yeah.
But it's still doable, and it's more a counter to escape than something that you should combo and get a free hit out, I think.
Yeah. So the main tool for it is to prevent runners, but then it's also good for people that wants to stack coal to defeat the enemy. So if you want to run a snowball build and get the player coal enough, and then use the Ice Bolt to decrease the final bit of coal is a good tool for that as well. Having it being able to combo with the hook and other kind of combo is kind of first it adds too much function to this one electronic, which is generally not very nice because now the player is not sure on what the main use of the electronic is. Secondly, it's also not intuitive with the rest of the Ice Bolt behavior, because when the player is being Ice Bolt, the traps do not hit him, the arrows do not hit him, so why should the hook hit him? So that is also one reason why it's gone. Moreover, with the new lava tile, it became kind of
Easily abusable.
abusable. Like if you fight someone near the lava, instead of fighting properly, you will freeze the guy, run to the lava and pull him in.
You can still try to freeze them over the lava and be a troll, so
yeah,
that's something.
So I saw Runder Ross ask, is the 500 Twitch follower heavy requirement for partnership? You can still apply for partnership and try. Like we know, yes, yeah. So we know it can be hard. You know, being a streamer and growing your followership is hard. Even with Darwin Project, like we understand how hard that could be because we are still a small game. We're still growing. So go on right ahead. You can still try and apply. We'll check out your applications, see your submissions. It's really the quality of your content that's a lot more important to us. That being said, though, we do take a bit of time to respond to the partnership program because we are a small marketing communications team here, and we do respond to each of the application one by one, so it might take some time for applicants, so just hold on tight.
There was someone who asked, is it still possible to unlock the beach party power? I think you can. If you just level up your director power, you will unlock it eventually. Like
it's not a limited time sort of show director power, so just as soon as you level up.
Axicurasi asked, what are you guys doing over Christmas? Yeah, I think it's mentioned in the patch, but the studio is gonna be closed.
Yeah.
On the week of the 20th.
The Christmas.
The Christmas week, whatever week that is. So
24th to the 1st of January. We'll be back by January 2nd.
So you can just maybe expect a bit of slower response to your question and stuff.
Yeah, so get to relax a bit.
Yeah.
Probably
it's
play
just
the game.
a week. Yeah.
Okay, let's check out other questions.
There was people asking about marketing and stuff, and we talked about it in our last stream, I think. For the game.
The what?
The people asking about marketing for the game. I think we
So
talked about it.
This
in our
is
last
what
stream.
we always say. Advertising is on the way. Of course, we want more players in there because we do recognize a lot of the issues with overall player experience stems from the fact that we have small player base, and it really a lot of the big releases has happened. They are awesome games. It's an awesome game development industry, but of course, people need to allot time resources to their favorite games, and that's understandable. But we're just working on fixing core gameplay issues, making sure the features work well, and we're gradually increasing advertising efforts to gradually put more players into our servers.
But it needs to be a concerted effort between helping new player feel welcomed, plus trying to keep people there.
Keep people engaged,
So doing full-blown advertising with there's still some feature missing would be kind of a counterproductive.
But that said, it doesn't mean that we are not
we're
trying.
That's true.
Like for instance, we make small attempts at seeing how various things work. Of course, I can't tell you everything that we are doing, but part of it is the bounties on Twitch.
Bounty boards,
game ons on Twitch.
Yeah.
So we are making some little tests here and there to see what mileage we can get with advertising in preparation for the big one. Similarly, Darwin or Die, if you want to talk about it, is also an attempt at learning how to make the game more appealing for the public. And even someone mentioned the Battle Pass a while ago. So creating the Battle Pass back in during the Halloween was an idea for us to see how it affects retention. So once we sort of get this intelligence on how it works, we are more prepared to launch the game properly with a full-blown feature. So we are just running a little experiment here and there to learn how to manage a live game, and when that's ready, I'm sure it'll be awesome.
Rabbit, you asked if I will carry you during the next Devstream. If you want people to lose all their bet like last time, I will.
Urza, you can send this to me on DMs. But yes, the Darwin or Die video are supposed to be 45 seconds max. But we understand, it's hard to tell your story sometimes within those time. So we do give a bit of a leeway. But there's some things on the back end that we have to fix. Okay. Are you doing anything to balance the show director tables?
Tables?
What do you mean tables, geeks? On the go?
Oh, prestige. No.
We're playing more often, and most players ignore prestiges.
Okay, so you mean just the whole show director?
Is that the show director prestige system?
Or the leaderboard?
But regardless, I think the main point is we are relooking at the show director progression. So we receive a lot of feedback, and we are formulating a strategy. Actually, when IC asks about what are we doing on Christmas, a lot of it is regrouping and planning what we will plan to do for next year. So we will come up with a solution soon. Not ready to share it yet, but I think it will be very cool.
Okay, let's go back to
regardless, the new system, we will try to address this. So basically, we will not be punishing the show director for playing too often. And if we ever improve the prestige system, we will improve it. It will be more intuitive and reward the good show directors even better.
Okay. Are you ever going to add US Central servers? Currently, our service
Central
provider.
Amazon don't have a central server.
Yeah, that's our I was trying to say service provider.
Amazon.
Well, yes, free. Well, we don't have much. Anyway, Amazon doesn't have central servers, and we know we've gotten a lot of this feedback. But there's also the fact that we have European players who play with US players a lot, and US East is sort of like the middle point of playing between the two regions. So yeah, when we do have more players and when it becomes necessary, we'll try to maybe mention this to our service provider. But the goal right now is to bring more players to the US West and to the US East, especially US West.
Someone asking how many followers or how many YouTube sub for partnership. There's a partnership page on our website.
Yeah, so do check
all the
out.
information is there.
That's true.
So there was a Nerf coffee cry. Coffee is life.
Yes, coffee is very much life. Anyway,
wait.
okay,
so
last
for the-
question for each of
Wait,
us.
is it? Are we ready to for the? Okay, wait, anyway,
Yeah.
The coffee wise, I think I think it's kind of in a nice place. It's quite powerful, but it is a feature that give a bit of gameplay decisions. Like you have to decide when to use it. Like, will you rather use a coffee when you're cold, or do you make a campfire? Obviously, the best way is to keep it till the sudden death. For people that die early like me, I normally finish using my coffee before I die, so that the person who kill me don't get to loot it. But yeah, we definitely look into the use of coffee. Right now we have the business analytics, so you can use that to detect if it's really overpowered. We would like to put it in a nice place, and we see how it goes from there.
Okay, so pick a question for you. Can you scroll down, tech guy?
I mean, is the patch up or?
Yeah, it's live.
Okay.
There's not a lot of questions we haven't answered. Someone said, I mean, yes.
Okay,
there will
I'll
be
get mine. How long until I get my free battle pass?
Who?
Grimmy.
Oh, Grimmy.
Hi, Grimmy. Well, I know you're probably trolling, but we don't have plans for the next battle pass yet. Not sure if everyone's aware, but I will reiterate this. The last battle pass was really fun for us, but as we mentioned in the past Devstream, we want to make sure that the next battle pass is, works really well for us and for the players. So we got a lot of feedback from that, and we're
improving on the concept.
Yeah, we're improving the concept as soon as we fix like the core game issues.
Yeah, someone else. Yes, the slippers will be in the shop, and yes, there are bears and a bunch of Easter egg in the new tile, so you can just find these wild bears as usual. And no, you cannot climb up wall.
Yes,
But
no.
you
This is
will
not
be.
a feature. You can use a glider to go up a mountain, but not your feet.
That cover actually reminds me a lot of that James Franco movie, 100.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, it was a cool asset, but we understand it can be a bit confusing, but there's no rock climbing in Darwin Project.
No rock climbing.
All right, okay. So actually, Ryan has just said you can now start updating your game.
Oh yeah.
All right, and go try it out. Get in the arena. Just a few reminders before we end. Okay, so you can still vote PC. You can still vote for your Darwin or Die contestant. On this link, scavengers.ca, Darwin or Die voting. Xbox, we are announcing soon. We did get exact number of players. So we'll be announcing the final list of contestants right after this show. And for those who did join the raffle, we will be drawing the winners right after the stream, and we will reach out to you on your Twitter DMs. So make sure you check that out right after the stream. I will get on that right away. And also, a very last announcement, we want to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
And we do have a little gift for everyone, for all of the inmates in the arena. So inmates for Xbox and PC, if you log in from December 21 to December 31st, you automatically get... Do we have an asset for this? I'll post that longer across our social channels, but you will automatically get the Santa hat as our little gift for you for the holidays. So from the Scavenger Studio, we wish everyone happy holidays. We do hope you get to play all the games you want during this break time. I know I will. And thank you so much for
Thanks,
tuning
guys.
in today's stream again. Again, this has been
Awesome.
Sam. Sam.
Awesome.
This has been Sam, Keen, and View.
Yeah.
And this has been the Devstream for patch 1.18. Thank you. See you next month.